I'm Julie Hunt. Welcome to this anger release guided meditation. This meditation is the third in a 4-part series of anger release. There are lots of different ways that we will all process anger. The breath is the best way. So if you don't have time to sit down and meditate, just allow yourself to lean into the breath, let the thoughts go. Try not to push them away. It's been said that the mind creates thoughts just as the heart pumps blood. We can't stop the heart from doing what it's meant to do. The mind is going to create these thoughts, but we can press the pause button and we can slow that down. Instead of that anger or that frustration spiraling and moving on and collecting a lot of energy and creating some havoc in our lives, we can just press pause for a moment. And so I invite you right now to just find a really comfortable seated position and softly close your eyes. If you would prefer to have a soft gaze at one point in the room, you can do that as well. Just make sure you're really comfortable. Whatever feels best for you. This is your time. Taking in an inhale and an exhale, beginning to notice your breath. So often with those emotions, we forget to breathe. Without forcing the breath, just notice its length. Notice the quality. Notice where you feel the breath in the body. In the moment you bring your awareness to the breath, you come into the present moment. In this moment, here and now, bring to mind a time that you were angry. Not an anger on the scale of 0 to 10, that's a 10, but something that's in a 5. You can bring that experience to mind. You might be replaying in your mind some of the things that happened, some of the things that followed that anger. I invite you to notice what it might be like if in that moment you were able to give the anger a name. You're able to label it. What is the label that you might give that emotion of anger? It can be anything. It can be another emotion. It can be a name. It can be a color, a shape, a form. It might be a dark stone. You might give it a funny name. You might think of a name in a movie or a reference that is something that you share with someone. By thinking of this name, of this anger or any anger, you slow down the thought process. You might notice if you play that scenario in your mind again, you notice yourself use this label or this name. That spiral, the next thing that happened, might slow down just a bit. It might change the trajectory of that experience. Releasing that memory, allowing yourself to come into the present moment. You may have come to this meditation for something that is very heavy in your life or on your mind today. If you could give that anger a name or a label, what would it be? Is it possible for you to allow your awareness to observe the anger? Noticing it as an emotion that is not who you are. Bring your awareness to the center of your being and see what it's like to witness that anger as it is without changing it, without fixing it. Simply recognizing it with this label. You might give it a shape or a form. And from this place of observation, you may notice that this anger has no power over you. It has a beginning and it has an end. It is not who you are. See if you can put that label or that anger on a shelf next to you. You might visualize in your mind's eye that there's a place for you to just reach up and put it there for just a moment. Allow yourself to bring your awareness back into the breath. Noticing that expansion of the inhale and of the exhale flowing through all of the channels of the body. Feeling more expanded and more open. And perhaps seeing that now that you can observe that emotion outside of you, that everything inside of you is open and there is infinite possibilities. There is more space in the body and in the mind for you to be exactly who you are meant to be. Take a moment to honor yourself for being all parts of you, not just appreciating one, just wanting the good, but to accept all parts of you, the light and the dark. And knowing that you have the power to integrate these parts of you, and when you can take the parts of you that might be the darker or the shadow parts, and you can look at them as an observer from the witnessing awareness, then you can come right back to the center of your being and take next right action in your life. Breathe into being. Breathe into pure awareness of who you are. Continuing to take in deeper inhales and exhales. Perhaps feeling the spine a little bit longer on the inhale and the body more relaxed on the exhale. And bringing that new energy on the inhale into the fingers, into the toes. You might begin to stretch and move. And when you feel ready, allow yourself to open your eyes. Perhaps feeling almost a tactile sense of more space in the body, more opening. I can hear my little cracks in my shoulders. Thank you so much for meditating today. I really honor you for being here. It is such a special time to have you trust me in guiding you into these difficult emotions. I see the light and the love and the pureness in you. So it is such a pleasure to share the perspective of holding these emotions as something that is not who we truly are, and reconnecting with our true self and remembering that you are eternal. You are pure love, pure light, and pure consciousness. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste. Please subscribe to this channel. This is 3 of a 4-part series of an anger release guided meditation. And if you subscribe, you can turn on the notification bell and you'll be notified when the next video is up. I'll see you right back here for the next meditation.